Alright guys, Garmin another FP bot, and this game is a PvP on Shakura's Plateau. And like always, just some quick things I want to get out of the way right before the video starts. First things first, my clan X, everyone's welcome to join still. I think we're going to start closing it soon and start making it like an official clan very, very soon. And so then, you'll lose your chance to join. You do need the X tag, unfortunately. I wish I could let other people in, but then since we have like over 100, 200 people in the clan, it's hard to keep track of who's actually in and who's not. So yeah, I think that's as far as I'm going to go with the clan for now. Just it's almost last call to join. We host weekly. We haven't been doing it recently, but we usually host weekly tournaments based on your skill, and then we get to I play ops games with me, all that good stuff. So if you're interested, by all means, come take a look. It's a great clan. Our clan channel is ClanEX, CLANEX. No spaces, no nothing on North American server. It's only on North America also, unless you guys are curious about that. Other than that, I don't really have much to say. I could go talk about the in control thing, but I don't really feel like doing it because I think I said enough about it. Just one quick thing I want to get out of the way. In control said, I'm not worth his time, yet he's prepared to go to jail by knocking me out in real life. So I think it's a little bit contradictory, but you know what? I'm just gonna not really go into details about that. He's a dodging bitch, and that's all I gotta say, and he knows I'm better than him. Anyways, let's get to this game now. First thing I want to tell you talked about is like where I scouted. Notice how I scouted, and I made sure my probe went to the bottom, so you wouldn't see my probe coming from the top watchtower if he was at the top position. And also notice I went scout the diagonal position first as opposed to the close position. The reason for that is because typically if you're going to scout with your pylon probe, then he's going to be at my base already, and then I would know that he's at the bottom because he'd be scouting horizontal. But if he was scouting with the gateway probe and he was a smart player, he would do exactly what I did, and so I wouldn't be able to see his probe, and so then the odds of him being diagonal are higher. Mathematically, that all makes sense. I don't know if I explained it too well. Just I guess kind of put common sense to it, and then you'll see, taking into consideration how I scouted, you'll also know that it's the best way to scout diagonal. Anyways, second thing I want to note. Okay, yeah, first thing I looked at it was his Chrono Boost energy. I noticed he used an extra Chrono Boost more than me. That's telling me a little bit more of a macro build, except the thing is he got a second gateway out, which also confuses me because usually that means a 3-stalker rush, except with the 3-stalker rush you usually want to Chrono Boost the 3-stalker, so a little bit confused. I also noticed that I tried to fake take his gas. I wasn't actually going to take it. I fake took his gas to force a probe to pretty much go to his gas, which he actually did, so I succeeded in harassing him that way. And now what my build right now this game is, because I'm not really sure exactly what he's doing, I'm going for a really early 2-stalker, 1 Zealot, fake 4-gate early pressure into his base. What that means actually is I'm essentially going to pressure him. I want to see what kind of units. Usually by your opponent's units you can read what type of build they're doing. For example, right now I see a Stalker, I see no Zealots. That doesn't really tell me much, to be honest, but when I go actually pressure him, I'll see what he's actually doing. And now, yeah, notice how I made my Zealot go from the back, because now, I know he's going to obviously run, and since he's going to run, my Zealot will get some hits off, and yeah, he's running like I predicted. And getting my second gateway, that's only just for a 4-gate precautionary measure, and after the 2 Stalkers, I want to get a Sentry out. The Sentry is going to help force shield in case he's going for a 4-gate. And yeah, notice how I'm going to go for a fake 4-gate. Right now, I only have 1 gateway functional. The second one's just barely being made. I'm under pressure like I'm actually doing a 4-gate, and this is roughly the time 4-gate, like the pylon goes up and the pressure actually hits. This is actually roughly that time. So I'm going to have him like really think that I'm doing a 4-gate. And so yeah, here's the pylon. He sees the 2 Stalkers, he sees the Zealot. This is completely telling him that I'm going for a 4-gate. And he has 2 Zealots and 2 Stalkers. What does that tell me? It's a little bit confusing. People usually don't have that composition this early on. I just want to get that Zealot because I lost one and canceling that pylon. So yeah, he thinks I'm doing some sort of weird 4-gate, and it failed because he successfully defended it. But he didn't really successfully defend anything because I'm going for a 2-gate robo expand. On this map, a 2-gate robo expand is actually a really good build because, especially if you fake a 4-gate like that, because usually your opponent's just like, oh, okay, I defended a 4-gate, time to go tech up into robo and then do a counter push or something like that. Meanwhile, I'm just going for an expand with the 2-gate, doing no sort of early pressure, and the Sentry, it's good on this map because Sentries can force you off any early, like really early pressure, and then if they do later pressure like Blink Stalkers or Colossus, you already have Immortals out and they counter both of those. So yeah, now I'm just going to get a probe behind his mineral line because all I really want to know if he's going to expand. If I see him expanding, Sorry, if I see him expanding, then I know I can start like chrono boosting probes and getting other tech structures. If I see him like not expanding, then I have to pump out units. Pretty much all that good standard stuff. That I'm still a little confused on that 2 Zealot, 2 Stalker. That doesn't really tell me much. I'm still like thinking about what that means. Like I really can't read anything from that. I guess this is just me, my lack of smarts in the game. Anyway, okay, yeah, here we go. Phoenix. All right, perfect. All right, that is a viable option with the 2 Stalker, 2 Zealot. Notice right when I saw those Phoenix, what's the first thing I did? I put down a Forge. Guys, whenever you see Phoenix, your immediate reaction should be to put down a Forge, 1 cannon in your mineral line, 1 cannon in your expansion. Your expansion should always be started, or you should always start your expansion when you see Phoenix. Notice how I ran my sentries. Sentries are a perfect target for Phoenix because they're slow and they sit in one spot while the stalkers chase. So always keep your sentries with your stalkers. Also, yeah, cannon in your mineral line, cannon in your natural, and then 2 cannons at the front of your base to defend against any sort of attack. And yeah, you can get +1 if you want, I guess. Not really a requirement in this build. I'm not going to get it right now just because I'm not really 100% sure if he's attacking me, and if he's attacking me, I'm going to need all the units I possibly have, and that probe's coming out, so I'm pretty sure he's going to do some sort of aggressive pressure because I see a probe coming out. You always want to have 2 obs in PvP, at least. Well, I would say 2 obs. I wouldn't say at least. You always want to have 2 obs, exactly, because any more you're hampering Immortal / Colossus production, any less you're not having enough. 2, because you want 1 outside his base and pretty much going around his base to see what type of tech he's going for. And 2, you want 1 at your base to pretty much deny his obs from scouting your base, essentially. And notice right when I saw those Phoenix come forward, I ran my sentries back. That was my immediate reaction. The main thing you want to do is run your sentries back because right now my main defense is these sentries being able to force field my ramp. Okay, yeah, he expanded perfect. Now, right when he expanded, notice what I'm doing. I chrono boosted probes. I made probes and I chrono boosted that. First thing. And I canceled out cannon also. If I didn't see that expansion, I would have constantly pumped out units and stopped making probes. Also, notice this. What counters Phoenix? Blink Stalkers. Hello, I'm going to get Blink Stalkers. I don't know why I said hello. That's really homo of me. I'm going to get Twilight Council so I can get Blink Stalkers. Honestly, against Phoenix, what you want to do is you essentially want to go Charge Lot. You want to go Charge Lot Stalker. Blink Stalker, I mean, because Phoenix are really good against lifting Immortals, killing Colossus, killing any sort of big tech. And so the way to beat that is you get very, very small tech, like Stalkers and Stalkers and Zealots. I wouldn't even say Sentries. Sentries are a little bit too, not so much tech heavy, but they're too mineral heavy, I guess. Gas heavy. Also, another thing I want you guys to know, this guy I'm playing is actually really, really good. Apparently he's beaten me 7-1, although I don't really read much into that because I messed around on ladder a lot, especially on North American ladder. I messed around a lot because I really just do anything on there. I test all my builds out on North American ladder, so I wouldn't read too much into it, but that still says something. It's definitely not something, not many people can do that, so even if I'm messing around, so yeah, he's probably a really good player, that's why I decided to record this video. Also, I'm taking my 3rd base now. Okay, yeah, why am I taking my 3rd base? I noticed that, sorry, I know I'm interrupting myself quite a bit, but check this out. Right when I saw those 2 gas go down, I took my 3rd base. Why did you do that, CombatEX? The reason I did that was because, I don't know why I asked myself that question, I know I'm talking to myself, that's really stupid of me. Anyways, because I knew if he took those 2 gas, he's preparing to tech up into something really, really high. Whether that be Void Rays, whether that be Colossus, whether that be, I have no idea, Templar, for God's sakes, I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it's some sort of tech. And so I know he's going to be pushing me after those 2 gases kick in, i.e. he's going to be pushing me after my 3rd base kicks in. All that just from reading 2 gas. I know in my previous PvP video I said get an obs to scout what they're doing. It's kind of hard when he has Phoenix and obs, so I can't really see exactly what he's doing, but those 2 gas tell me he's going for some sort of higher level tech, so I know I can get a 3rd base and then get my units out. It's all about, not even PvP, but all matchups. I wouldn't say all matchups, all Protoss related matchups. For Protoss, it's all about getting your units as late as you possibly can. And I honestly think it's the same with the other matchups, but I don't know much about the other races, so I can't really say that, confirm. I can't confirm that. I'm just assuming it's like that with the other matchups. But yeah, it's all about getting your units as late as possible. So yeah, now I start putting down my tech structures, and I'm still not going to get many units. These Stalkers are not to they're not quote unquote getting units. They're essentially to harass him and pick off Phoenix, all that good stuff. Now I'm really debating. I saw 2 Robos, which is really smart. See, this is what I mean. This guy's a really smart player. 2 Robos is perfect, because what counters 2 Robos is usually a Stargate. However, he already has Phoenix out, so I'm debating on whether I want to go Stargate or not. But I realized that I'm only going Gateway units, and I can't match his Colossus production because I'm already really late into it. So I kind of am forced to go Stargate, and it's going to be a really late Stargate. So yeah, that's really smart on his part. And I now have to commit to like a mass Stargate because Great Gateway units would just die to I don't know. I don't know if they die. I don't know. I guess this is kind of like a real. This is kind of bad on my part in the sense that I'm not exactly sure on how to beat his 2-star. I don't know which way I can go about beating his 2 Robo, but I'm going to be choosing to go to the Stargate Tech route. And now the key to this is he has to attack me after these two. After my Stargates kick in is when he needs to attack me. If he attacks me any before, I'm probably screwed. And so like that's my goal in this game, to like pretty much delay his attack as long as possible. And this is really sloppy on my part. I need to be getting my Stargates and mining gas ASAP. That's my main focus right now. These gateway units are pretty much like going to be all they're going to be used for is to buy me time, and like all I have to rely on him not pushing me anytime soon. Because if he does, I'm dead, like essentially. And this is good on his part. This is the type of players I like to play. This is really smart. Like I can lose right now, and that's gonna be completely like his like smartness, not my fault. Well, it's kind of my fault, but perfect. This is good. I'm playing players that are smart right now. So he's attacking me right now. I don't know how I'm gonna live. Like my what's going through my head is I can't engage that army. I'll die. It's hard to counterattack because he has really good positioning on me. Essentially, my only goal right now is I'm praying that his army is not where my army is. I can counterattack because I have 3 bases, he has 2 bases. I'll kill those 2 bases, and then he's going to go either kill my natural or kill my main. And okay, yeah, he's going for my natural. Perfect. I'm going to go counterattack him, and there's only 1 Colossus here. I'm thinking he's running back. I'm not 100% sure, but okay, yeah, my main goal right now is this army is suicide damage. So I'm honestly, all I'm going to do is try to get as much damage as I possibly can with these armies. And that was a horrible mistake on his part, actually. Running back is so bad, because now essentially I get my Voidries out, and I've essentially won the game. Alright, so yeah, that definitely cost him the game right now. This is pretty much game over already. Like, that mistake right there cost him the game. He ran, which he shouldn't have done, and since he ran, I have time to get my Voidries out, and now he lost, essentially. That's what it comes down to. You guys might be like, how did he lose the game? How did he just predict that so fast? Like, honestly, it's all coming down to him running. If he came to attack me, killed me before my Voidries came out, he probably would have had it. But since he tried to run away, or since he tried to defend his base, I don't know why he went to do that. He lost the game, essentially. But that's a really smart way to play what he did. Like, essentially, he went for a Stargate into Colossus, and I would never expect to do... Well, I would expect it, I guess. I would never know how to react properly. People usually don't know how to react properly when they see dual Robo Colossus after a Stargate opening. But now I'm just going to go kill off his Nexuses, and honestly, at this point in the game, my only goal is to pretty much buy time for as many Voiders as I possibly can get out. It's already going to take him long enough to get all the way back to my side of the base. He's going to kill my 3rd base, then go for my natural, and by that time I should have enough Voiders out. But essentially all I have to do right now is buy time for more and more Voiders. And so, yeah, like that's pretty much all that there is to this game. Again, there was one crucial point in the game where I messed up, and that was essentially where I wasn't sure on what I wanted to do. I wasn't sure whether I was going to go with my gateway units or whether I was going to get Colossus. And I chose the Colossus, or whether I was going to get Void Rays, and I chose the Void Ray tech route. Looking back at it, I think that was a mistake. I think if I just stuck it and committed to the gateway units, I would have had enough to overcome 4 Colossus, which is what he pushed with. And why am I not engaging right now? Honestly, I have no need to engage. I can honestly just keep waiting until I have more and more Void Rays and then engage. There's no point, because like right now I have the surprise attack on him, and yeah, now I'm gonna go just because the surprise attack is essentially gone, and I don't want him to make more stalkers. And so yeah, that's pretty much the game. This was really close, a lot closer than it probably seemed in the game, because his crucial mistake. Like, I like to talk about what my opponent does after every game, that their mistakes. His crucial mistake was the fact that he didn't commit to that attack and he went back and defended. If he committed to the attack, I'm pretty sure he probably would have won this game. And other than that, he didn't really make any mistakes. Like, he played this out really well. The dual Robo Colossus, I'm never really a fan of that because, like I just did right now, it has hard counters. But I mean, like, he did it in a good way because he did it after he went the Stargate opening, which is ridiculously smart. It's probably the best way to do a 2 Robo Colossus type build. And a lot of you guys might wonder why I don't post games that I lose. It's because, like, I don't feel like you can learn. Well, you can learn, but you can't learn as much from games that I lose versus games that I win. So that's why I post my only wins. Like, I lose a lot. Like, you can check my match history. I have, like, a 1-to-1 record almost. Like, I lose a ton. Actually, a 1-to-1 record. That's really faulty because the only reason I have that is because I messed around a lot on North America. But like I lose a lot regardless, even when I'm playing my best. It's only because I don't think you guys can learn from those games that much, at least. But yeah, so that's game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tried really hard to make the lag go away, so I hope the lag's not here anymore. I'm pretty sure it's not in the video anymore. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else really left to talk about. I tried to be pretty insightful in this video. I'm not sure how good of a job I did there, but hopefully I did a pretty good job. Just again, post comments down below. Honestly, even if you guys comment like, "Hey, good job, nice video," like I read that and it does help me. It motivates me to keep making these videos. I swear to God, if I got 0 comments on all my videos, I would not post videos anymore because I only post videos because I know that I'm helping the community and. That's the only real reason I post these videos. So, like, I really want to know what you guys think. Just comment and just say, like, hey, good job. Hey, you can improve on this. I read every single one. So, like, yeah, I really appreciate that. Other than that, not really anything else. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Look forward to more coming out. And, like always, peace.